Before getting into the video, I appreciate if you hit that subscribe button, like, and comment. This video will get 0 monetization, so while I might not make any money, I take pride in giving you the best possible content I can. So let's get into it. So will the Edmonton Oilers be able to stave off elimination and make this series go past 4 games, or will the Florida Panthers sweep the Oilers? Starting out the game, Bob would make a nice stop on Ekholm. And Broberg, he would lose his stick here. Panthers had a couple opportunities during this, but nothing would come of it. And then Darnell Nurse with a dirty hit on Bennett. This was knee on knee. Bennett did seem injured after this play. He would eventually come back into the game. Nurse only got 2 minutes for tripping, which I'm kind of surprised due to what happened with the Fogle call earlier in the series. Panthers get a good chance here to take an early lead. Skinner would make a save on Verhaeghe. And then Tkachuk and Reinhart would hit posts back to back. That's just unlucky. Oilers would have a short-handed opportunity going the other way. Connor Brown goes around Bob after Montour collides with him. And Janmark buries it home. Oilers get a shorty. They're up 1-0. Now the Florida Panthers would not be disciplined here, get a too many men on the ice penalty. Draisaitl would have a good one-timer from McDavid off the post. And Bob would have a follow-up save. Bob would make another nice stop here. And while the Oilers were not able to convert on the power play, Henrique would get on the board with a great pass from Janmark, who's played very well in this first period. The Oilers are now up 2-0. After this, the Panthers would test the Oilers on the other end. Skinner would have to make a few nice saves. He makes a very nice stop here on a Rodriguez drive. Bob would make a kick save on the other end. Skinner would make a kick save of his own. And then Forsling on a great effort by Lundell on the boards. Shot from the point. Great redirect by Tarasenko. And we got ourselves a 2-1 game. Great hand-eye coordination with that one. Less than a minute later, Skinner has to make a spectacular save on a Verhaeghe one-timer. That's one that's going to haunt Verhaeghe. So close, yet so far away. It remains a 2-1 game. Panthers would have an opportunity in front of the net, but solid defense here. And then Connor McDavid would have a good defensive breakup close in front of his own net. Oilers would go the other way. Draisaitl throws it over to Holloway. He buries it home. They're up 3-1. That's Draisaitl's first point of the series. That was a very nice pass over. Panthers would get a shot on net. Skinner with a save. Panthers kind of got lucky here that Draisaitl did not keep his stick. They could have scored 4 goals in this period. And then Skinner would make a nice stop on a redirect. After 1 period, the Oilers lead this one 3-1. This is the type of response you want to see. Your season is on the line. You love this effort. So the Oilers start out the second period strong. McDavid with a blocker side goal. This was a beautiful snipe. Fogle kind of allowed this play to happen. He got destroyed by Ekblad. Hyman would tap it over to McDavid later on as the play developed. Now it's 4-1. After this, Bob would make a nice stop on Draisaitl. And then McDavid with a drop pass to Darnell Nurse. What a snipe. A guy that has been going through it. Now it is 5-1 Oilers. Bobrovsky would get pulled. Stolarz is put in the net. And, Stolarz gets tested a bit, makes his save from the point. OEL gets a slashing penalty on Brown. As part of the Ginger Alliance, I am furious at that dirty slash. McDavid's shot would go off the bar. Stolarz would make a nice save on Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Reinhart would block a shot, and then Stolarz would make a glove save on Draisaitl. Panthers would test Skinner. He makes a short side save. Stolarz on the other end makes a stop. After this play's blown dead, Bennett is throwing jabs at McDavid. Scrum after the whistle. Bennett and Tkachuk get penalties for roughing. 5-on-3 for the Oilers due to their physicality with Hyman. Draisaitl will get a one-timer opportunity. He misses the net. Stenley would block a shot. And then Ryan Nugent-Hopkins would get a goal here. Draisaitl's shot goes off of Stolarz, off the post, and then he would tap it in. We got ourselves a 6-1 lead. Stolarz would make a save with less than 3 minutes left. We go into the second intermission with Edmonton having a massive lead. So we go into the third period. Florida gets an early power play. Nothing would come of it. Skinner makes a few nice saves here to keep the Panthers off the board. Florida gets another power play, and they just struggle. Brown got the best opportunity. PK chance here. Stolarz save. And after that failure of a power play, Ekblad gets a slashing penalty. Stolarz would make a nice stop on Fogle. Makes another nice stop after that. Panthers would test Skinner on the other end. He makes a nice save. And the Panthers they would get some good opportunities, but just were not really able to convert. Just kind of how their night went, just very underwhelming. Perry would get a slashing penalty, and then the Panthers would kind of keep showing off their really rough power play. Just was not good enough tonight. And Connor McDavid would get another point. Feeds it over to Holloway. He gets a nice goal. And the Oilers are not done. McLeod rips this past Stolarz. The Oilers are up 8-1, and this is just crazy. Pozo would take a penalty. Fortunately for the Panthers, the Oilers didn't score. Oilers win this game 8-1. So takeaways from this game is the Oilers showed up to play, and it really shouldn't be that much of a surprise. I said in my last video that I expect to see their best performance in Game 4, understanding they're on the brink of elimination. And if you're an Oilers fan, you can kind of hold out hope in this regard. The stars are producing. McDavid and Draisaitl, they seem to get going, but you also have role players stepping up and producing as well, which is always a good sign. Skinner made some nice stops in this game. If the Oilers can build momentum off this game, maybe they do make this a series. They do have the talent to be an offensive juggernaut. And as for the Florida Panthers, I mean, if you're gonna have a stinker, it's better off to have it when you're up 3-0 instead of a series where it's tight by a game or two. You can allow yourself to have a bad game. I don't think Bob played horrific. I just think the team around him let him down. But the Panthers are going to have to adjust things. It seems like the Oilers are taking advantage of Florida's aggression. So if they can fine-tune aspects of their game, I think they'll be just fine. Personally, I'm glad this isn't a sweep. This will at least make the Stanley Cup Finals interesting. It would have been very boring to see the Oilers get swept in 4. And with how much talent they have on paper, I mean, it would have just been a damn shame. But I'd like to know your thoughts down below in the comments section. Oiler fans, do you now have hope that you can maybe make a historic comeback? And as for Florida fans, how do you feel after this game? I appreciate all the new subscribers and people enjoying the videos. I'll see you in the next one.